Hello everyone, I am Andrew Dornan, also known as the 12th Kind, here on Andrew Dornan, also known as the 12th Kind, here on Vlare. I almost said YouTube. Today is some more Let's Play Pikmin. In the previous episode, we crash-landed on the strange alien world at the impact site, and we got our first ship part. Today, we have access to the Forest of Hope, and we can see all the stars represents how many ship parts in the area, and a glowing star means we've got that ship part. Ship's log, we can basically read our diary from all the different days. I've never made use of that feature. So, as we can see, we have the ship with the onion orbiting around, and then down below you can see ship part total and Pikmin total in their respective onions. Well, we only have the one onion, but let's go ahead and go down to the Forest of Hope. If you notice less background noise, I was using my regular speakers the previous episode, but this time around I actually plugged in my headphones just to make sure that there's no bleed through. And the onion has landed with us. My dolphin has returned to the surface, along with the Pikmin's onions. Being alone on this strange planet makes me somewhat uneasy, so I shall call the Pikmin out of the onion. All I need to do is stand in the light beneath the onion and press A. How does he know this? Nobody knows. Maybe the Pikmin use the same basic technology as Olimar and his people? Who knows? We don't really know. So let's go ahead, we've got that guy working on that, and we've got a pellet posy over here that has a yellow pellet on it. We're not going to do anything about it just yet. Here we have some tall grass. I'm going to go ahead and grab him, and that's the only other pellet posy. We do have this wall right here, and we're going to do... Oh, there's also a patch of grass right here I didn't see because the camera was pointed differently. So if we, excuse me, there we go. So let's go ahead and do this patch of grass. Now, hopefully, if luck is on our side, there should be, yes, that blob is nectar. And you use nectar. Another as Olimar is about to say, another intriguing discovery, a local variety of grass produces a sort of yellow nectar. When the Pikmin drink this delicacy, they instantly mature into flowers. This apparent Pikmin favorite seems to be full of nutrition. Closer observation is needed to determine the strengths and peculiarities of these flower Pikmin. So as I said in the previous episode, there's like the 3 stages of life for Pikmin, with the leaf being the weakest and the flower being the strongest and the fastest. So now we have these guys, we can have these guys working on this wall, and now they are going to do it a lot faster. And here we have our first few enemies. These are dwarf bulborbs, and then we should be, over there is a spotty bulborb. Apparently they're not related, it's just these are like tiny little, like, I guess cousins or something. Well, I guess if they're cousins, they would be related. But, you know, it's very strange. I've seen some facts that point to, you know, or some sources point to, like, you know, they're definitely related. These are just the offspring. And other sources saying they're not related. They just look similar, which is kind of strange. But, you know, that's the beauty of Pikmin, is sometimes the answer is weird. Very weird. And it's kind of like this game. Pikmin's a very weird game, but it's also very beloved, and it's absolutely just, it's a lot of fun, and it looks absolutely gorgeous even on the Wii. I'm running this on the Wii U as a digital download. I do have the disc, but because I've got a project going on my YouTube channel that requires a disc, I figured I'd use the digital version because it's just a lot more convenient. So right now we are bringing these bulborbs. There were these little. I just completely blanked. We're bringing the dead bodies of our enemies back to base so we can harvest them for nutrients. I was trying to say their official name, but I kept getting it. I swear to God, it's on the tip of my tongue, but it's like. There's spotty bulborbs, and then there's just bulborb. It's honestly, It's crazy. I don't think I've ever gotten it straight in my head, which is kind of unfortunate, but you know what? That's just how I roll. Alright, so we have all of these pellets right here. I'm actually going to bring down these flowers, but I'm not going to let them bring the pellets back to base. I'm going to have you guys come with me. I am going to try and get as many red sprouted up, so that way we can get some extra stuff. As you see over there, there's a ship part and also a 10 pellet. Guys, come over, please. One thing you might hear me scream about sometimes is the AI of the Pikmin. It's not the best. Oh, looks like we lost the Pikmin. That was on me. But you know what? Now it's an even number. There we go. And I'm gonna put 10 guys on you. There we go. Let's go ahead and check out this. This is the Eternal Fuel Dynamo. Why, it's the Eternal Fuel Dynamo! It has an unlimited energy supply. I won't have to worry about saving electricity anymore. This will make my fight for survival a bit easier. And this requires 40 Pikmin, which we actually have. So we'll be able to take care of that pretty soon. What are you doing? Okay, good. Didn't wake him up. So the a good chunk of these creatures are indeed nocturnal, so you'll find them sleeping during the day, which is kind of great because then you can get the drop on them. So there's another ship part over there that I would like to get to, but first we are going to take care of that part. Does that get guys? There we go. Thank you. Yeah, you know what? Let's start plucking all these guys. We've got 62 in total. A lot of them are planted. Let's see if we can get... There we go. 40? Are we at 40? Oh, I need one more. There we go. Nope, stop. Alright, could you please zoom out? Thank you very much. Alright, so I'm gonna get them all working on this right here. Pikmin will trip, as you see just down there. It is quite annoying, but when they're flowers, it shouldn't happen nearly as much as when they are leaves. So it's like when they're leaves, they're kind of like babies, but then they mature into flowers as like the adult form kind of deal. And we still have a bunch of nectar, so I would like to feed the nectar to these guys so that way as many of them are flowers as possible. Here we go, and we're almost at noon. I've basically been spending this entire time getting their numbers up. There we go. There is a maximum limit to how many Pikmin can be on a certain object, and it all depends on how big that object is. Eternal Fuel Dynamo. This should light up things. No more candles for me. I now have recovered 2 out of 30 parts. If I can find just 3 more, I should be able to increase my ship's capabilities. Alright, and they go moo, and they get really excited. It's just great hearing them be all excited. Alright, and unfortunately, not everyone became flowers because there is a bit of a max to how many Pikmin can be on a little piece. I wanted to say spot and piece at the same time, but no, it's just a little droplet of nectar. Let's see, is there any nectar in here, please? Nope? Okay. That little that they make is... Okay, Captain Alamo, you want to talk about how it's noon? From now I must pay close attention to my sun meter on my monitor and choose my actions accordingly. And this is telling things that I mentioned yesterday. Yep. All things I've actually mentioned. There we go. So this is kind of like the HUD that like we see is probably kind of the HUD that Captain Olimar has, which is kind of interesting. And totally would make sense. Here we go. What we're doing right here is the tactic known as bum rushing. That is really effective. It's super effective. There we go. We got 15 people working on that. Excellent. Oh, Come on. I need you guys. Okay. So we've got 49. I think that's enough for what I want to do. First things first is I also want to grab this. Let's see, what was that? 2 more? So, okay, so I want to throw them up here, and you'll see why in just a minute. So here, gonna throw as many of these guys up there as possible, and then after we do this thing, it's gonna be like a rush to do the one other thing I want to do. So over here is water, and I said that the red Pikmin can't survive in water, but Olimar's in a spacesuit, so we can go through there just fine. And then here is another ship part. It's the shock absorber. This apparatus counteracts the shaking and swaying that normally occurs during flight. It's smooth sailing with this in place, usually. And it is guarded by this little monster. So what we're gonna have to do is I want to grab all of the Pikmin, and we're going to hug this wall. We're at 83 Pikmin, wow. Would have been at 84 if I didn't lose anyone. Alright, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna bum rush him. Come on, come on, come on. Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. Come on. There we go. Whoo-wee! I was concerned. Alright, how many do you take? Because I forget off the top of my head. 30? Not bad. Okay, so let's... excuse you. Let's get a few more. Excuse me. Sometimes they don't listen. And... perfect. Alrighty. And then I want to put the rest on this. Excellent work, you two. There we go. So now they will be working to take those back, and everyone over here is ready to be plucked. Excellent. I'm very happy about that. So we've gotten 2 ship parts today, which is pretty good, all things considered, especially it just being our first real day. Yesterday was just kind of a tutorial day, so while today is day 2, it's kind of our first, like, true day in getting into the swing of things. Okay. You know what, yeah, we could just put all the max on here. Be like, come on, hurry up. And with that, so as you saw there, the 50 was maximum for that particular part. And they're all excited, and they're dancing around. This nifty little device counteracts the shaking and swaying experience in topical spaceflight. 3 out of 30, we're a 10th of the way there, I think. Is that how that works? Yes. Okay, so we've got some seeds planted in the ground. That's cool. Now what I want to do is I want to go over here and take out this wall and clear out all the enemies here, but I don't want to have the reds harvest them. As you see over there, it looks like there might be another onion, so I want to go and take care of that as quickly as possible. Here we go. It's almost, we have like a quarter of the day left, so we're really racing against the clock here. Alright, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. We have like 83 Pikmin working on this. You would think it would go down instantly, but no, there's a lot of leaves in there. Alright. Hurry up. Can we take it out in one hit? Yes, we did, and it dropped a blue pellet. Now, you see over there, that's kind of like an off yellow, and we also have red. So you may be like, ah, blue pellet. Yeah, we're gonna get into that in a later episode. Guys, come on. Alright, here we go. Bum rush, please. Yes, you are extremely efficient, and I appreciate that. Okay, I hope I didn't lose anyone. What I want to do is I want to run on back and drop off all of these Pikmin into the onion so they don't interfere with what I'm about to do. Alright, so how many Pikmin do you want to put in? I want to put in all 83. There we go. And the thing about putting Pikmin away is that they don't count as out, like, back in their onion until they actually go in. So you can't just, like, put 83 in and then, like, call for, like, 83 out of another thing. Guys, they got caught on the ledge here. That's the thing about leaves, they're incredibly slow and they trip a lot. Guys. Alright. There we go. There should be none left, though. The only Pikmin left in the field should be those implanted in the ground. So now let's hurry on to here. As you can see, there are some rocks over there that look kind of glowy. Those are bomb rocks. So here is a yellow onion with a yellow seed. So now we're waiting on this guy to sprout. Hurry up, please. We don't have much time. Thank you very much. And these yellow Pikmin have ears. The color is different, but it seems to be a Pikmin nonetheless. First glance suggests this one has what, in some circles, could be considered very large ears. It looks like it may weigh less than the others. In what other ways might this Pikmin be different from the red Pikmin? I must be sure to observe it closely. I can hold a Pikmin for a moment with A, then swap it for another by pressing B. Yellow Pikmin can be thrown a lot higher than reds. That's what makes them extremely valuable. So here what we're doing is I want to make sure that we harvest all the local stuff, especially some of the remains that are nearby. My clock is indicating the approach of sunset. Pikmin waiting beneath the dolphin and onions will probably enter the onions on their own, but if I don't call the stragglers and add them to my group, they may not be able to get back. So yeah, basically what that's saying is more or less what I told you last episode, is you want to make sure that Pikmin are either with you or at base, otherwise they will not survive the night. There we go. I need you guys because I want to get as many of you sprouted as possible. There we go, excellent. You guys. And then the Pikmin that we have implanted in the ground will be perfectly fine. So I want to get you guys. There we go. Hurry up. No, no, no. Okay. Whew. Everything seems to be fine. Come on, guys. Get that pellet there sooner. Okay, there we go. I hope that counted. I don't think it actually counted, though, but it'll be fine. Alright, so... perfect. Absolutely perfect. They will run back to their onion, and all the Pikmin that are implanted in the ground will be fine. They don't show up in the end cutscenes sometimes, which is a little odd, but you know, it's fine. And away we go! As we can see, they're all angry because they didn't get their late night snack. 2 days since impact. It appears that many of my ship's pods have landed in this region. If I can just recover the pods on my radar, I should be able to use my radar screen. How that would improve my chances. Then I'd only have to press plus to locate my pods. Yet there seems to be many hostile life forms here. If I am attacked and my spacesuit takes damage, I must return to my ship, stand in front of it, and press A to make suit repairs. As I explore, I must pay attention to my suit's damage meter in the bottom left corner of the screen. And there we can see that we lost 1 in battle. That was a my bad moment, but we sprouted 89. So a total of 114. Overall, we're still running a pretty good surplus on Pikmin. We can see there that now we have 83 reds, not counting the ones that we left playing in the ground, and 9 yellows, also not counting the ones left in the ground. But yeah, we have 27 parts remaining over the course of 28 days, but this is going to be fine. And with that, I am going to conclude today's episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. In the next episode, we will be going back to the Forest of Hope, getting the yellow numbers up, seeing what they all can do with those bomb rocks, and hopefully getting a lot more ship parts. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye-bye.